Japanese MMA fans will need to wait longer to see Naoki Inoue fighting in the UFC on home soil, as the undefeated fighter was forced to withdraw from UFC Fight Night 117 due to a dislocated shoulder. Who is Naoki Inoue? Most people will not have heard of the name Naoki Inoue before, since he has only fought once in the UFC so far. At just 20 years old, the undefeated Inoue is one of the flyweight division's most promising young fighters. A native of Toyohashi, Japan, Naoki has been a martial artist since the age of 7. He made his amateur debut in Deep, a Japanese promotion, in 2014 at the age of 17 and, since then, has compiled a professional record of 110. He is a much-needed new face in a somewhat shallow and lackluster flyweight division, and with a series of impressive wins over his competition he could start gaining some traction and begin to turn some heads in the division. Inoue is the next generation of Japanese fighters, and he is a very accomplished martial artist for his young age. Inoue holds a first-degree black belt in karate and a blue belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. In my opinion, he is very similar to another legend of Japanese MMA, one Kazushi Sakuraba, as both men rely heavily on their ability to dominate fights on the ground. He brings a solid stand-up game with his karate skills, especially as he is tall for the division at 5'83". But his real domain is on the ground, where he uses his slick jiu-jitsu skills to dominate and ultimately finish his opponents via submission. Inoue has great success with the armbar and rear neck choke. Naoki Inoue has won 7 of his 11 fights by submission, and 6 of them being in the very first round. He is a bright prospect for the flyweight division. I think under the right guidance, and with some more experience, he could be Japan's next MMA star. As has been somewhat of a pattern in recent months, more bad news broke last week that Naoki Inoue had been removed from his UFC Fight Night 117 bout with general loss of due to an injury, as he announced on social media that he had dislocated his shoulder. Naoki Inoue's withdrawal from UFC Fight Night 117 is a major disappointment for the young prospect, as it would have been his first UFC fight in his home country at one of its most hallowed venues, the Saitama Super Arena. He would also have been on the card with 2 of Japan's biggest MMA legends, Yushin Akami and Takanori Gomi. It's an unfortunate turn of events, but at his young age he has all the time in the world to heal up. Expect Inoue to make a speedy recovery and be back in the octagon showing his skills in no time at all. Want to share your opinion? Why not write for us? Previous post, next post, next.